Shalom, shalom, Akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which will be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson and, Lord willing, share an article with you, Akiyam and Akwaf. Going into prophecy, man. Okay, prophecy being the determining factor, okay, of this whole end time situation that we're living out. Regardless of you people's opinion, okay, you can be anti-Bible, you can be an atheist, you can be a wacky-tacky 501c3 Christian. At the end of the day, the prophecies in this Bible, man, okay, is going to be the end all, be all, regardless of your stance, okay, regardless of your opinion, okay. These prophecies are going to knock you people's teeth down your throat. And the phone chimed in. You see, and the prophecy is the at the end of the day, us prophesying. Okay, that's what's shaking up Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's queendom. You see, these are the blows through the spirit, okay, that he's failing. Okay, as we prophesy, as we go into the text and pinpoint and target him, you see, isolate his queendom. Okay, there's this power structure, the revival of Western Rome. Okay, going to the prophecies leading to the visitation of this place. You see, when we bring these things out, hey, this is doing something. Okay, hey, we're literally counting his steps. You see, we know what his next moves. We know what he's talking about in his bedchambers, because it's prophecy. Everybody's moving to the beat of the drum of prophecy, man. You see, and we can see it's affecting Evil E. It's affecting Evil, because even in this article, we know it's affecting Evil E, because he's using the terms. He's utilizing this word prophecy, man, which means to say before. Okay, and it's a buzzword, for him actually. He's honing in on the prophets, and we know that. We know the deal. But at the end of the day, we could see in his talking points and his stance, certain laws that he's passing, that at the end of the day, it's these prophecies, man, this gospel going forth that's affecting this man. You see, but at the end of the day, there's nothing he can do to stop it. Because again, everybody's moving to the beat of the drum of prophecy, man. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, let's stop right here. Let's go to Revelations real quick. Chapter 19. I know where I'm going. And verse 10, and it reads, "And I fell at his feet to worship him." And this is an angel visiting John the Revelator, man. While John the Revelator was on the island of Patmos, that salt mine, serving out his life sentence, man, for teaching in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He was given many revelations of the end. Alright? When you read Revelations, man. He had the vision of the Charagma, which is that MOTB, Revelations 13:16. Right? The third world's woe. All right, he was given the vision of the collapse of Babylon the Great in Revelations the 11th chapter, man. Heavy. You see, but check this out. "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai." You see that? So the angels are our fellow servants, man. They're our brethren. You see, they minister unto us. See that? And they have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, man, which the elect on the planet Earth possess. Okay? There's witnesses on this earth, man. Okay, in the form of the elect. Starting with the servants, the prophets, man, bringing out this truth. And the innumerable multitude that believe the report, man. Okay? We have the testimony of our Lord Yahweh Shai, which ultimately is going to justify us, Lord willing, we are of the elect, pursuant to Revelations 12, man. Check this out. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophet. So, like, I skipped the line. And of thy fellow brethren, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, worship, power. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. You see that? The spirit of prophecy, which is this is the stead. Okay, his men are gonna come in. His men are gonna covet to prophesy. And as you can see, when you take a glance into these other camps in the form of Sakari and IUIC and Wi-Fi and all these other various camps, they're not prophesying, man. They're not prophesying, man. At least not as much as they should be. You see? Showing you that they don't have that testimony. That's a token that they don't have the testimony, man. Okay? They're adding and taking away from the Bible. They're trying to disannul certain apostles in the form of Apostle Paul. Completely losing it. Okay? They don't have the correct breakdown on Revelation 13:16. This is how you know they don't have the testimony. Okay, but anyways, I digress. When you get this word prophecy, real quick, noun, plural, right? The foretelling or prediction of what is to come. See? Something that is declared by a prophet. Especially a divinely inspired prediction, instruction, or exhortation. You see? So the true servants, the prophets, are going to have this ability, and they're going to constantly go into prophecies, and what they speak, slowly but surely, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is going to come to pass. Let's grab this real quick before we grab this article. Isaiah 46. Salakia. And verse 9, and it reads, remember the former things of old, for I am power, and there is none else. I am power, and there is none like me. Why? Because our power has the ability, the prophesy, and he does it through his men, his servants, the prophets. Amos 3 and 7. Okay, Hebrews 1, Hosea 12 and 10. See, through his servants, the prophets, Yahweh Bashem shall be prophesying, man. That's how we know we have the true living power. You see, through the prophecies that are written throughout this book, that are being declared by his servants. Okay, check this out. Let's blow this up. Declaring the end from the beginning, man. Prophecy, right? And from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure, man. And at the end of the day, when all hell breaks loose, okay, World War III breaks out, and the elect gets delivered, you people are going to come to that conclusion, man. That at the end of the day, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's counsel was going to stand, all right, and he was going to do all his pleasure. His servants, the prophets, were saying those things that you're going to witness with your own eyes, man. You see? As much as you wanted to deny it, while it was actually manifesting, okay, when it comes to pass, you're going to have no choice but to admit it. You see? See? The elite, all right, going to have no choice but to admit that we were telling the truth when they're in those chains, man, in the eon to come. Okay, being dragged out of those bunkers, man, and being placed in them heavy-ass chains, man. They're going to have no choice but to believe the report at that point. They're going to be subjugated to it. You see? But anyways, check this out. This is RT, right? This is RT, right? And it's dated July 19th, 2024. And the title reads, Stoltenberg cautions against prophecies over end of NATO, man. Now, what are the chances of them using this word prophecies, man? Because that's the vibration on the planet Earth right about now. The Spirit of the Lord is resting on the planet right now, man. The spirit of prophecy, man. Okay, this is the overtone of the planet right now, man. It can't be ignored. It cannot be ignored. This is what it is. You see, and who brings out the prophecies we got in the NATO? The servants, the prophets. You know? But Esau likes to dress it up in a certain way. Let's read about this a little bit. Member states are reportedly wary of a shift in U.S. policy towards the bloc if Donald Trump is re-elected as president. Western countries should not create self-fulfilling prophecies, suggesting that a second Donald Trump presidency would mean the end of NATO. The bloc's Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg has said in an interview with The Guardian published on Thursday, the NATO chief said member countries should not fear for the bloc's future under Trump, but build a relationship with his administration like they did in 2016, regardless of his campaign rhetoric. And the pride of their heart has deceived them. You see, they don't see their end coming upon them. See, they're ignoring the fact that Russia is literally formulating into a superpower. That's actually capable of removing, okay, this power structure, man. Which, pursuing the biblical prophecy, it's going to be Russia leading the charge of the BRICS to do it. Pursuing the biblical prophecy, man. You can read about it in Jeremiah, okay, Revelations, the 20th chapter. You see? Ezekiel, right? Ezekiel goes into it. Oh yeah, Ezekiel 38. Let's not forget about Ezekiel 38. And you got niggas tripping over, losing their stamps. Okay, not realizing that's going into the latter days and not in the time of Jacob. You see? Regarding Esau, regarding Russia, which is Esau, descending upon the land of Israel. You see? Pretty much going into Egyptian against Egyptian. You got guys that can't see that. But anyways, okay? It's the men of the Lord that go into this prophecy. It's scriptural what's going on here. As far as NATO, okay, NATO's going to lose their stance. You see? NATO's going to lose their stance because NATO is part of the beast, right? NATO and the EU, right? NATO making up their military structure, right? And when you go, let's go back to the scriptures. When you go to Daniel, the 2nd chapter, check this out. The book of Daniel, chapter 2, going into the statue of Nebuchadnezzar, the one he dreamed of, that Daniel interpreted. Let's get this real quick. I'll start at verse 30. The book of Daniel, chapter 2 and verse 30. But as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have more than any living, but for their sakes that shall make known the interpretation of the king. And that thou mightest know the thoughts of thy heart. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image's head was of fine gold, right? And that will go into the Babylonian Empire, right? Assyrian, Babylonian, right? Right? His breasts, right? And his arms of silver, right? The Medo-Persians, right? His belly and his thighs of brass, right? The Greeks. His legs of iron, right? Which is the Romans. His feet, part of iron and part of clay, right? Which is the revival, okay, of the Western Roman Empire that fell, which is America in the form of the NATO and the EU, with the whore riding the beast. You see? Check this out though. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet. that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces. Okay, this is the fall of the Western Empire. As far as Babylon, this West America, the West, the fall of the West right here. You see? Check it out. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors. And this includes all these heathens are going to be out of there. This is the end of the heathen rulership. This is the end of Esau's reign. You see? 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Okay, this includes Russia. They're through. They're out of there. No heathen is going to reign after this visitation. Okay? Of Yahweh Shai. And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain. Okay? And filled the whole earth. Go read Isaiah the 2nd chapter. Alright? And you'll find out what this great mountain is going into. Go read Isaiah the 2nd chapter, man. You see? So prophecy goes into the removal, okay, of this revival of the Western Roman Empire, man. It goes into it, man. Literally goes into it. Yahweh Bashimel Shah is going to visit you, and he's not going to visit you as a man. It's going to be a divine visitation. Okay? And before he cuts through and breaks through into this third dimension, third dimension, he's going to have a Gog Magog descend upon you, man. The bear. See? He's going to have Gog Magog descend upon you. That's how this thing's going to play out. Remember, Proverbs 21 and 1. The heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord, man. And he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see, he's in full control. So prophecy speaks on the visitation of NATO. Okay? Whether you can believe it or whether you can see it or not. Okay? Whether you can believe it or whether you can see it or not. Let's close out right here. The book of Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, right? Dust representing confusion. All right? O virgin daughter of Babylon, which is America. Virgin daughter of Babylon. Go Google that and you will find out for yourself. Right? Sit on the ground. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, because a visitation is going to come upon this whore in the form of World War III. You see? Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers, right? You're being found out, right? Thy nakedness should be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. See that? And everybody can see the shame upon this place. Everyone knows how this place was established, man. Through rape, rob, murder, pillaging, colonizing, lying, treachery, deceit. The world knows. You see? Here it is. Esau should be basking in glory, but he's basking in shame. Why? Because there's violence against his brother Jacob. That's why. It tells you that in Obadiah. Shame shall cover him. And we're living that out right now. Shame's covering him right about now. Right, check it out. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. See, there's going to be a divine visitation upon Babylon. You see? And again, prior to Yahweh Shai showing up, he's going to have Gog Magog descend upon you, man. You see? What do you think? What do you think, Jeremiah? Matter of fact, let's close out here. Salakia, forgive me. We got to grab it. I got to grab it. What do you think this is going into? The book of Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 9, and it reads, For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations, where? From the north country. You see? Russia's in the where? Russia's in the northeast. Okay? They're also coined as the Medes. Why? Because with the USSR, through the USSR, they were in that region. They're still tearing along that region of the ancient Medes, of the ancient medial empire, man. You see, it's prophecy. You got to have the vision. You got to have the vision to see it. And they shall set themselves in array, which is battle formation, against her. From thence shall she be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. And those arrows are talking about the missiles, man. Which we know, the bear, okay, in the form of Russia, they have a prestigious nuclear weapons program. Okay? Everybody knows that. Okay, and what they're doing is they're sharing their weaponry with those other nations that are joining unto them. That's why Ezekiel 38 goes into how they'll be a guard, okay, unto those nations that are joined unto them. You see? You see that? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai put the hook in Russia's mouth and turned them back to that old USSR, Soviet Union spirit they were once in, which ultimately was the reason why NATO was created in the first place during the time of the Cold War. So yeah, man, hey, we here. Prophecy speaking loud and clear. Okay? Whether you can believe it or not. Whether you can believe it or not. Okay? And at the end of the day, prophecy is going to be the end all, be all. Babylon is fallen, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwedash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kahalayam La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwedash. Shalom.